All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is September 8th, 2025. We had our open house today. I'm going to call it a success. Made 1,500, made about 1,200 today on the markets today for with a 27K account. Started a brand new 27K account. Last 27K account went as high as 860. All right, so started a new 27K, made 1K. Our goal today was 1%, which would have been $270. So we'll see what happens today. Today's looking good. Made 1K today. Markets are still bullish. All right, we've got consolidation over yesterday's price action. All right, so this is bullish. Closing the day up here at over VWAP, that's bullish up there. If they can hold up over this trend line, we'll see what happens. But things are looking good so far. So here's SPY. What did we do today? We traded some QQQs. Okay, you can see we traded QQQ from the beginning. All right, we had a market moving up on QQQ. Up over VWAP, and bought the lows of the candles and sold into the highs, into the rallies up there. And then down here, I bought the dip for a bounce. Did not get a bounce, still holding two contracts down here. Next one, we got some 650 4 DTE calls. All right, and those lost $6 on those. Traded them up. I did have over $100 in gains or $86 in gains. Wound up losing that on price falling back down underneath VWAP right here, and I stopped out to lose. Yep, you can see right there, minus 132 right there. So wound up only making $6 on those 4 DTE contracts. Currently, but price action as coming back up over VWAP on this W pattern. All right, and bought one, so I'm currently up 23 on that one last contract there. On some 0 DTEs, okay, got 16 of these, which will probably wind up cutting out at a loss because we're already closed. You can see they're worth 2. And the average cost is 16, so that will probably be a $80 or $90 loss right there on those. 650 calls, made 340 on those. Again, buying the dip, looking for price to pull back up on top of VWAP. Never really happened. We were bullish in the pre-market. I was looking for the bulls to kind of show up today. They showed up at the beginning of the day. But it looks like, I don't know, like they took an early lunch and never came back. That's what it looks like till the end of the day. And then that was it, really, for the bulls. Again, bought some 651 calls, sold them into the rallies up here. Looking for price to rally back up to 651. Never really materialized, okay, on that. So let's take a look. Enough about that. So I made 1K, so we'll take a look at the markets today. I'll move this over. There's the price action or the calls that I traded. All right, so on the 10-minute, okay, you can see on the 10-minute, we got a small 10-minute uptrend that manifested at the end of the evening. All right, in the last candle. So there's small 10-minute uptrend, if you can call it. It looks more like consolidation to me. I wouldn't really even call that a 10-minute uptrend. It's just one candle. More like bullish consolidation up there. Even though it's under VWAP, it's over yesterday's price action. So for me, that would be bullish consolidation up here. And then with that rally into the close, I'm going to call that bullish consolidation right there. So price came back in. I don't know if they actually even filled the gap. Okay, so there was Low is 647.23. Closing on this candle 647.22. So the bears never really closed the gap. They left a penny open. Wow. Okay, they could have closed the gap, but they missed it by a penny. Kind of a little bit of a bullish clue coming into the close here. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But this is consolidation over consolidation. Bears failed to fill the gap. I mean, all they had was 1 penny left. To me, that's a bullish clue. Whenever they miss by 1 penny, that's a bullish clue for me. So again, consolidation over consolidation is bullish. Missing the bullish gap fill by 1 penny, that's bullish. And then a 3 candle rally into the close to get up on top of VWAP, also bullish there. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, but I think price continues to grind up and melt up higher tomorrow. We'll see. All right, so there's 10-minute on the 2-hour chart. Still got a 2-hour uptrend. Again, my favorite trade is the 10-minute uptrend inside the 2-hour uptrend, inside the daily uptrend, inside the weekly, and inside the monthly. All right, right now we have that 10-minute uptrend. All right, just now manifesting inside of our 2-hour uptrend right there. So there's SPY. On the daily candle, okay, got a little doji candle. Lower high, higher low, inside day, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17, up here at the top of quadrant 4. That's bullish, all right, and still in an uptrend on SPY daily candle. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ got another inside day, all right, on QQQ, just like SPY. Okay, closing up over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. That's bullish heading into tomorrow. Up at the top of quadrant 4, that's bullish and still in an uptrend. Let's take a look at FNGU. All right, FNGU prints a new all-time high. That is bullish, closing over the trap, over the 17 in an uptrend. FNGU. Let's take a look at IWM. IWM inside day, again, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17. Still in an uptrend, closing up there in the middle of quadrant 4. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow got a inside day, just like the others, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Up at the top of quadrant 4, it's bullish and in an uptrend right there. For our technicals, I don't know how this is going to look. T21.01. So here's the breadth. All right, it is dipping lower and lower. I got to tell you, this is probably the lowest I've seen since, let's see what this is, 1783, 1564. This is the lowest breadth I've seen in the rally in a long time. So this is from all the way back in May. Okay, so remember in May when we had the reversal? Okay, that might be it. This might be it for this uptrend. Looking at this low is lower than, let's see what this low is. 1631. What did we get here? Yeah, we got down to 15. Okay, this is a sign for a reversal right here. We'll see what happens, but you can see right there, the breadth has come out. The participation has come out of the market. It's like nobody's participating up here at these highs. Nobody's really interested in pushing the momentum further to the upside. All right, that's what it's showing us right now. So that's T21.01. Let's take a look at T21.22. Instead of ending the day and climbing into the overbought zone, we went in the other direction. All right, we went from the overbought zone, we went airborne over the buy zone, landing in the buyer's chop zone, only to chop around inside the chop zone, the buyer's chop zone, all day long. making a, well, here's a couple of lows. Well, we made a lower low. So maybe the markets are changing, all right? It's kind of looking that way. But we're still bullish with the price action. The indicators are kind of spelling out something a little bit different, a little bit bearish going on here. This is bullish still, above the midpoint, but not as healthy as we were. T2123. Consolidation over prior consolidation, that's bullish. The bears filled the gap on the bullish gap on today's price action for T2123. We're still in an uptrend. We're still up over that 200 SMA, so that's still bullish there. Same thing on the 3-bar chart. No new highs today on T2123. Up over the 200 SMA. This is bullish. Okay, up at the top of quadrant 4, that's bullish. Still in an uptrend on the 3-bar chart. FNGU. This has been the highlight of the day, really, is the bullish gap up and holding the higher ground. Is it enough to carry the market? I mean, you would have thought we would have had much more bullishness, being since FNGU new all-time high right there. Okay, price moves up, holds the higher ground. Okay, so we should have had SPY and QQQ digging out some new all-time highs between FNGU and T2123. All right, but here's the problem: there's no breadth, there's no wind in the sails. The participation is low, and on the T2122, you can see we dropped out of the buy zone straight into the buyer's chop zone down here. So not a great place to be. So FNGU is kind of carrying the whole load today right there. And that's those 10 heavyweights inside the QQQ and SPY. So they're bullish gap up. And notice the bears never filled the gap. Of course, they made a new all-time high on FNGU. All right, that's it for me for today, traders. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in the open house. I just want to say, I hope you consider getting a $7 trial. It's not that much. I provide every day. Not sure if you know it, but I provide every day a SPY game plan. I provide a QQQ game plan. All right, if you come all the way up to the top here, you'll see all of those. Okay. I'm committed to making you a success as a day trader by giving you 15 minutes of free coaching. Okay, and you know you can use it more than once too. All right, so I'm here to help you out. All right, come all the way up here to the top. Okay, you can see I hook you up on the futures chart on futures. Okay, I give you an ES pivot, a green erases red entry, a red erases green, 24-hour measurements taken right there from 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I do that for the futures traders. All right, I do the SPY game plan. Okay, I give you a game plan every single morning. I give you a QQQ game plan every single morning. And let me just remind you, John Jordan down here, okay, he also shares his QQQ game plan every single morning that he's here. Okay, so I there's so much here. I couldn't possibly, I could probably try to touch base on a lot of it. I don't know what happened to my other one here. It's like something's getting I had two other ones up here. I don't know why that one disappeared, but anyways, I'll pull them up. Okay, I also give you the breakdown of the price action from the previous day. And I also give you bulls and bears, okay, along with setups that are starred for your convenience. Okay, and couldn't say it easier. I stick to the SPY and the QQQ For me, they're very easy. It beats chasing individual stocks, the latest and greatest. For me, it's a lot easier for me to trade the indexes. I just wait for my setup and trade those. I like 15-minute, 10-minute uptrends over VWAP. Those are my favorite in this bullish market. Don't know how much longer I'm going to have those, but that's what I do every single day. Come in with this, and I give you a morning video, give you an evening video, and I also, if you come up here, all right, there's the opening video you'll see in the recordings right up here. These are my recordings of the opening market. So I give you all of this so you can learn how to be a success as a day trader. All right, for $7, I think it's a steal. I would hope you can try everybody out. I would hope you try out Rick's room and Doug's room and my room and see which one is a good fit for you. Other than that, if you have any questions, if not, I'm going to take off for the day. Please don't forget to sign up for those $7 trials. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Mr. T. Thank you so much, everybody that visited and hung out with me today. You can hang out with me for another 30 days if you like. All right? Just a mere $7. Thank you, Robert. All right, everyone. Thank you. Don, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm always trying to improve. That's the last thing I want to say is always trying to make the room better some way, somehow. Thank you, Charlie. All right, traders, that's it for me. If there's no questions, we're still bullish, but I'm going to say the breath is really dropping. That's the lowest I've seen it. That was the April low, okay? And remember, we had a reversal, so we could be looking at a reversal tomorrow, turnaround Tuesday. All right, so be ready for it, all right? Turnaround Tuesday.